guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a minimal makeup tutorial. So we're only using 8 products and 2 of the products are very much optional, so you can bring this down to like 6 makeup products. But to do this whole thing, I used 8 makeup products. This is something that is quick. Like literally you can achieve this in 10 to 15 minutes. I love this type of makeup looks because they're more realistic and they just allow you to embrace your natural beauty, and it also brings out your natural features. If you're interested in seeing this video, then keep on watching.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'. Welcome to a YouTube.
So first, I'm starting out by looking around my skin and looking at what do I want to cover. Typically on my skin, I like covering things that are like breakouts. I don't try to cover up things that are natural on my skin, like these spots right here. I want to embrace that and really let that be like my natural beauty. So this makeup look is also like my skin but better type of makeup look. You don't want to cover up things that are natural on your skin that just grow from being you, because then you're just covering up things that are not needed. Because I've been breaking out quite a bit, like around this area right here. I have like 2 breakouts. I want to mainly focus on covering up those things because those are going to be temporary. So I'm going to start off by applying concealer, and one that I really like and I would recommend, okay, is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This one is perfect for spot correcting. It's also perfect for covering up discoloration. It's a matte formula concealer, so it really just can stay on your skin without you having to set it. And I also use this to cover up like discoloration around my eye area if I'm going in with eyeshadow. So this is a multi-purpose concealer. You can use it for multiple things. The shade that I use is the shade Hazelnut. So with the concealer, you want to make sure that you're using a concealer that is closer to the color of your skin, and you want to use one that is your undertone because it's going to look natural. If you have hyperpigmentation and you want to cover that up, use one that is a little bit more on the orange side, a little bit more on the red side, because you're canceling out discoloration. And in order to do that, you have to use a color or a shade that cancels out darkness, which is usually red or orange. So once you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and use a beauty sponge, and I like to just press this in on the skin just so that it doesn't show and it looks like your natural skin. And you don't want to blend it out too much because it's going to move around. You just want to blend around it, and this is what it should look like. So the key is to make sure not to use too much concealer, because then if you use too much concealer, it's not going to be natural. You just want to only focus on those areas that you want to cover up and just blend it out. And the key is to use a small amount of concealer. As you guys can see, it doesn't really look like I've put anything on, but I have canceled out that discoloration on my skin. All right, so next I'm going to use a skin tint, and a skin tint is definitely optional, especially if you feel like you don't need it. I personally feel like I wouldn't use a skin tint or a foundation product when I'm doing this type of video, but there's some people that still want a little bit more coverage and to balance out the look on their skin. So I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. So this is a skin tint and it also has SPF. So it's perfect for outside. Like I mentioned, you don't have to use a skin tint. If you feel like you don't need it, just skip this step. But I'm going to go ahead and use a skin tint, but I'm going to use a very small amount. So this is like a light coverage product. It's not something that puts too much coverage on the skin. So I typically go in with a very small amount. So I'm going to use a beauty blender to blend it out. And while you're blending it out, you want to make sure you're just like lightly tapping on the skin. You don't want to move around that concealer that you originally put on your skin. Just lightly tap on it. And this skin tint is very easy to blend because it's a very light coverage product. So you don't need to like blend it out too much and move around the concealer. All right, so once you apply the skin tint, I'm gonna go back in with the Nars Soft Matte Concealer. And using this concealer, I place this under my eyes and on my eyelid area to cancel out discoloration on there as well. And this is gonna give you that natural, flawless type of makeup look on your eye area. As you guys can see, this color is quite red on my skin, and that just helps to cover up discoloration so that it doesn't really show on my skin. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with another Nars concealer. So I have here the shade Amande, and this one is to highlight the areas on your skin that need that highlight. For instance, like under your eyes, on your forehead, just to kind of give you that quick awake type of look. So I just take a little bit of that and I place that right there as a concealer, and then a little bit on the forehead. So the key here is to use a very small amount because this is a minimal type of makeup look, and a little bit right there. This is gonna give your skin that naturally highlighted look, because once you apply that foundation or that skin tint, it takes away the dimension on your face. So your face looks really flat like a wall. So you want to add some dimension. You want to make your skin look like it's not just flat, but it has a little bit of dimension. And I'm gonna place some right here for reverse contour, and I'm not applying contour today, but this is gonna give my skin that naturally contoured look. And contour also adds dimension onto your skin as well, so you want to do either reverse contour or you can do a full contour, but I'm just doing reverse contour just because I don't want to go in with contour. So I'm gonna use a beauty blender, and I'm gonna press that right underneath your skin. And one thing I really love about these concealers is that you don't need a setting powder to set them because they're matte concealers, so they set like on its own. But if you're an oily skin girl, you definitely want to try and set it with some type of setting powder, or you can use a translucent powder. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with bronzers. So I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Stalk'r bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami. I like bronzer because it adds warmth back onto your skin, so your skin is not gonna look very much cool toned and ashy. It kind of adds a little bit of a realistic look onto my skin. So I like to use bronzer, but it's optional. You can use a contour that brings back warmth onto your skin by looking a little bit red, but I'm gonna use bronzer because I like bronzers. So I'm also placing a little bit of that bronzer on my nose area, because sometimes the warmth on your skin also goes really nicely on your nose area. It gives you like a sunburn type of look. And with the bronzer, I like to place it right where my hairline is. And especially if you're putting on a skin tint or a skin foundation, you want to add that bronzer on there because it brings back dimension on your forehead. All right, so next is eyebrows. And for me, eyebrows is a must, but if it's not a must for you, you feel like you don't really always have to do your eyebrows, you can skip this step as well. But for me, I feel like I definitely have to do my eyebrows. So I just start off by brushing up my eyebrow hairs, and I usually do more of like a natural type of eyebrow look. So I like to use an eyebrow pen, and I'm using this by Milani Cosmetics. This is the Weekend Brow in the shade Espresso. So with the eyebrow pen, I just like to outline my eyebrows and fill them in with natural hair strokes. So I just draw strokes on my eyebrow hairs and basically just fill them in. And then I just take a spoolie and just brush them upwards. And then I do the same thing for this eye. All right, so next after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply mascara, and I'm using the ILIA Beauty mascara. So you can use any type of mascara. This is my favorite mascara, so it's gonna help to fluff up my lashes, make them look really nice and full. All right, so lashes are done. So we're pretty much done with the eyes, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply some really natural lashes. So I'm gonna use the Ardell Faux Mink lashes. These are totally optional. I always say this because I don't want you to feel like you always have to apply lashes in order for you to get the makeup look. They're totally optional. So if you want to apply lashes, you can, but you don't have to apply lashes. But I'm gonna go ahead and use these lashes because I think they're really natural and they're really gonna help bring out my eyes. All right, so that's pretty much it that I'm doing for the eyes. Lastly, we're gonna do the lips. And for lips, I'm gonna start off by lining my lips with Chestnut by MAC. Lip liner for me is a must, especially if I'm putting on lip gloss, lipstick, any type of lip product. I like to line my lips. They just give my lips a fuller look. I'm gonna go ahead and apply lipstick, and I'm gonna use my go-to lipstick, which is this Glass Shine lipstick in the shade Glossed Up Rose. Okay, so here is the final look of this video. So this is like my go-to minimal makeup look, so using only 8 makeup products. And I feel like this type of makeup look is really nice for like running errands, work, school, like something you can do very fast because we're not going in with too many products. It's definitely something that you can have in a makeup kit. And on top of that, my favorite thing about this type of makeup look is it just allows me to embrace my natural beauty. So it doesn't really take away from my skin. I'm just enhancing the features that I already have on my face, and it just brings it out, but it allows me to still like have a little bit of like my natural skin and my natural features. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to thumbs this video up. Also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and join the LJ family because I would love to have you on the LJ family. We do a lot of makeup on this channel. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'.